Minister of Youth and Sports Malaysia. Yang berhormat Tuan Kari Jamaluddin, Minister of Youth and Sports Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Haji Muhammad Syukur Haji Mahfar, CEO and Director General of Inland Revenue, Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri, and Yang berbahagia Puan Sri. Yang berbahagia Dato' Faizal Abdullah, Vice President Corporate Affairs Department, Badan Putrajaya, and Yang berbahagia Datin. Mr. Shaul Ahmed Shaidaw, President of the Malaysia Social Media Chambers. Mr.
That person or that brand that you're projecting in social media, people are going to say this guy is not the real deal or this thing is not the real deal. Secondly, this term, same thing about credibility. One is authenticity. The second point that I wanted to mention is inclusivity. You must have an inclusive social media presence. Social media is not a monologue. It is not you talking to people and that's it. It is not even a two-way communication. It's a multi-way communication where you have to deal with what people throw at you. It's not a monologue. If you treat it like a monologue, and this is a lesson that comes from social media one-on-one many, many years ago, then you'll be repeating the same mistake. People will not find you credible because they'll just treat you and your social media accounts and platforms as a big rostrum, where this guy is just issuing edicts, coming up with a monologue, giving a speech, and not really interacting inclusively with the audience out there. And you can choose to interact with who you want, and I've mentioned this so many times. I have a Twitter account, I have a Facebook page, I have a small following on my Twitter page and my Facebook page. I get trolled every day. I'm a politician. I get trolled every single minute, not even every day, every single minute. Choose who you want to respond to. Choose who you want to deal with. Ignore the people that you don't want to deal with. But ultimately, do not treat it as a monologue. If you treat it as a monologue, if you're not inclusive in your engagement on social media, then people are going to say, look, this is not a credible channel, let's not listen to it. And the third thing is, and I think this is especially true for government, as well as brands and companies, is that if you want to be credible on social media, you have to be timely. You have to be timely. And this is something that is, I think, extremely current right now. I think the government faces an extremely challenging information landscape out there, where news just comes on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, for us to respond to. And if we don't respond to it in a timely, in a convincing, in an authentic, in an inclusive, in a credible manner, then the sort of support hemorrhage that you get politically is something that you cannot fix in the future. So for instance, today, if there is a news article or is something that's been posted on a blog that makes serious accusations about, for instance, false declaration of bank accounts, for instance, you have to answer it very quickly. You cannot let it fester. And this is the point that I've been trying to make, that if you stick your head in the sand and behave like an ostrich, then the world is just going to move and your credibility is going to be eroded on an hourly basis. And by the time you get around to answering whatever it is that needs to be answered,
Squatting in my eye, I'm reaching on the legs, clean me out with the blood. I'm looking at so crystal clear. I'm the head that's brought me out and body gets so bad. Body rock. Body rock. Every day beatboxing. Shit, yeah. I'm sexy and I'm pretty. Don't wanna chop up you. Any Buddha Subhadaya? More king animals.
Once again, to our winners, please be on standby. We'll have a group photograph at the end of the award presentation. We move along to the Social Media Excellence Award for Property Development. This award goes to IJM Land Berhad. We'd like to invite Mr. Bahrain bin Baharuddin, IJM Land General Manager, Land Administration, to receive the award. The award for social media engagement in tourism goes to Tourism Malaysia. We'd like to invite Mr. Muhammad Razib Hassan, Director of Communications, Tourism Malaysia, to receive the award. Congratulations. The award for online news this evening goes to The Star Online. We'd like to invite Mr. Martin Vengadesan, news editor, to receive the award. And 2 awards for online news this evening. The second online news award goes to Harian Metro. We'd like to invite Mr. Munir Anam Zuljadan, new media editor, Harian Metro, to receive the award. The Social Media Excellence Award for Banking this evening goes to Maybank. We congratulate Maybank and we'd like to invite Mr. Tan Chung Yi, Assistant Vice President, Corporate Development Innovation, Office of the Group President and CEO, to receive the award.